Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our daily devotion. Today we're going to be in Joshua 1. We're going to be talking about anxiety. So while you're turning there, I'm going to give you just a little bit of backstory. Right before this, in the previous chapter, Moses has just died. So Moses, Israelites' leader, the person who freed them from slavery in Egypt, the person who brought them the law of God, has just died. It's a very scary time for the people. Joshua has just named their leader, and now they're preparing for battle to conquer the land that God had promised them. So all of these things are kind of happening at one time, and it's a very scary time for the Israelites. And I'm sure Joshua now, just being their leader, following Moses, who led them out of Egypt and has been their leader the whole time, probably is dealing with some fear and anxiety at this moment. And starting in verse 6, just look at what God tells Joshua. Starting in verse 6, he says this: "Be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land that I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous, being careful to do according to all the law that Moses, my servant, commanded them. Do not turn from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened. Do not be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." So he says, I don't know if you noticed, he says be strong and courageous 3 times in just those couple of verses. So it tells me that that is probably important. And look at what he says after that: be strong and courageous. He doesn't give them some big workout plan to be strong. He doesn't tell them to get over their fear of spiders or whatever it is. Instead, he says just a couple things. He follows it up by saying, keep the law and to meditate on it day and night, and be careful to do what it says. So I know we've really been harping on it in these daily devotions, on how important it is to stay in your word and to stay connected and to keep that quiet time with God. But that's because he has told us that over and over and over again. Even here during this time of fear and anxiety, he says, meditate on the law in the Bible and be in that word. And so we should really be doing that. That's a way that we can combat this anxiety. Lastly, at the very end of everything, after he says, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So how does this example in Joshua of the Israelites really connect to our life today? Well, know that if you have Jesus in your heart, that he is with you wherever you go. No matter how strange things may get, no matter how much fear you may have, no matter how much your anxiety may be getting to you right now as you've been in quarantine for a while, no matter any of those moments, just take a moment, sit back, and remember that God is always with you. Even during those times, even during these dark times, that God is still there. And just that moment of that realization of just that God is with me and that he is there for me can really just be a calming moment in your life. And so just take that moment. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling like nothing's going right, depressed, whatever it is, just take that moment and remember that God is with you always. And so I just want to end with this last word. So just remember to stay in his word and remember his promises for your life. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys next time.